she's on the phone.
The superhero?
Of course.
Which?
Yeah. Oh my god. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I actually, I never
Yeah, we haven't put up a whole lot lately. We gotta get better about that.
Exactly.
I know. I did put up the one that
No,
when I
that's
snapped the burger, you shot it comes back, right?
no, that's not KCC. Yeah, that can go for KCC.
Oh, that's not.
No.
He's got, I think he was waiting for Aries to reach him.
Oh, you know what? They were going to. They were going to take that. Oh. Snowflake. 3 years ago, we renamed it
Oh,
Brilliant.
it's Amanda and her babies. The clown car. That was like, this is like one of my favorite pictures. Yeah. Uh-oh.
That is Brilliant. That's Brilliant.
Oh yeah, because that's eight's up there. You're right.
Alex. And that's Ace up
Nice
there.
little stock going on.
Yeah.
She was.
What's around the corner?
Oh, you know whose house that is?
That's Paul's.
They'll come and ask you.
Yeah,
They keep, they start a bill for you, or yeah. Oh.
There's not
Yes, graceful as ever.
Yes. She's the only time my cat that I think my Lord put the fur thing for almost a minute.
She's still a bit muddy. You just took it out. Yeah.
I got confused sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Rio.
And we get to meet him. Yeah. Oh,
I couldn't think of it on my tablet, but I can.
You know what the problem with that?
oh.
Oh, I just had
Pepper. Is that right? Yes, yes. I came in halfway through. That's when I first joined. Yeah. I was twice.
No, that's not.
This is very good.
Oh, it's one of the Babylon kids.
Babylon 5.
Lita. I think it's Lita. No, I think that's Lita. Lita has
She was a little bit of a CHP, right?
yeah.
And then once they're ready, are those girls? And then
Oh, somebody said you.
Genesis and I. Oh, she's okay until and John and Heather bringing Chinese.
What's that called again?
Yeah, if they don't know Trillian. Most of them have learned that it's Trillian today.
Desperate. I'd like to try Trillian, please, but can I also have a glass of Pinot or
Pinot Noir or Grigio? Name was like
Kate.
Kate. Okay.
Actually, I'm Kate O.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
It's the person next door.
Once she adopted.
Oh, it's Rob. Fiona.
And she
Fiona.
Fiona
And Fiona.
Oh no, that's Doc.
Oh, John fell in love with Dot. See, I see all these lovely toys and yes, around. But when the cat, I'm sorry, I can't do it with the light. I have to put them on the way and actually, I've tried them. It's tremendously.
There's Tori. Tori Longfield. And that's Patty and Rio.
You're so good at looking at it. I get so confused after.
This was my first glitter.
It was,
Got a lot of tears over this one.
my first full glitter was dad.
That is glorious. Tony.
Right here. No, you.
No, Tony, there was no room. There's no room over there.
You know what?
I would rather sit there. just ditched you. I would rather not have my back.
Come here. Oh my God. You look fantastic.
That's adorable. Where did you get that?
I got a cold one.
No,
It's so cute.
Hey, is that your partner? It's about to come out.
I think it's the bigger one.
I put
Hello.
Okay, we can go get food.
I was so tired last night. I was just like, that was why I didn't say anything. I was like, okay. That's why I face planted on the bed last night. I was so tired I couldn't function.
my stupid coat.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even see the car. Nobody's going in front of the thing. So where's the camera? It's right here.
Well, it's the unfortunate part about footage.
Oh, it's broadcasting that, right? What's that? Anyway, the reason that I didn't look was sharing about one. Oh, so we knew it would be cheaper to just get
It's okay.
Do you have money the other night?
I watched part of it.
You guys
I know, right?
It doesn't clean it.
Uh-huh. I mean, she's hilarious enough before that. You need remaining
Never made.
I love that. The dangle bath.
I'll see you.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's always so fun to watch them.
I mean, they develop a personality of games.
So like 5 foot super fat bar. Yeah. They built it real quick. Now.
They don't have, they have personality. She's different.
I grew up with dogs, but I've gotten tired of barking dogs.
We have a dog. Well, their son has a dog. My issue has always been that it's another thing that wants attention and you're not able to. Cat, you know, like a kid. Cats are sort of like, oh, you're home. And dog is they're away from family. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, but they're not as obnoxious about this dog. Right? You've got some of the greatest
My big boy barn, he would roll and he would play there. That's the way that versus the jumping and barking. I mean, I guess it's just different. I mean, dog way past
yeah.
or not on the bus steps. Trying to fit in them on, and then they ruin your islands. Get stuff all over you. That's okay. You can try that. Yeah, and I always thought it was really bad for commanders to let your dog kind of
I know you're.
They'll see it and they can honestly get help with that. They have to be trained. You're on
I think there's socks for those like that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we don't let our dog get hunted.
When I want to
We
do
hold it back. He was right too. That's people that you don't know the sound. So what do you want to do?
Whoever that was Merrick sold it.
Because I'm gonna be sitting down and then.
Boy, they just, they're those no.
Is that rocks?
Yeah, no, Grotto.
Because Roz is a big thing.
That's
Really
You have to tell us you still feel strict.
Oh, well. Everybody's hungry with someone gone.
oh, that's wrong. Yes, wait till the PM.
Tracy, Tracy, you're missing it. You're missing it. Oh, they're watching mine. Oh, the camera's right there. Yeah.
Oh, like getting out of the freight. Yep. Yeah,
It's fun.
call it an engineer pack. I love how she figured out how to shimmy her finger. Yeah.
Virginia would be proud.
This is one of the first things I remember getting first time I met we weren't actually called Gamma.
We should be starting shortly.
What is this thing? Yeah.
Be curious what's on the right screen. It's a window dedicated to the chat. The podium is right between the two screens. Rude awakening.
It's crappy pants.
You should have seen. We have one of the cat burgers. He was eating it, and one of our biggest cats decided he was just going to lay on top of it.
And it's on
And she
top of
ends
our
up,
big dog's
and she ends up pushing out of it butt first. Like someone else squeezed extra ketchup or mayonnaise out of it.
She did her
And
usual.
practically fell on the dog.
When she wandered off doing her usual animal.
Oh, look, it's everybody's favorite toy. AKA Little Mouse.
Boo. There's just people eating right now. Nothing to see. Enjoy the videos.
No camera cleaning goes on. Time to get it. That was impressive. Is that the Chico? It's vaguely Donald Trump color.
Well, eventually volunteers is what we need.
Oh, that turned out nice.
Just a couple of years ago, the black cat ball, I dressed up as Andrew by wearing a white cat outfit and a Donald Trump wig.
That's the penalty of having Oh, that's Paul's? Paul's bathroom.
Did you have one of the robotic ones that people can control?
No, I think she was. But every time you made a noise, you knew it.
Yeah. Gorgeous color. Yeah. Yeah. All those. Yeah. It's right there. I need to get them. Well, that was one of the highest ones for Brad.
Oh.
Look at Egon, oh my goodness. Oh, no, it's Pixar. My God. Wally looks so different.
This guy is what got me interested in what he turned out to be just impressive. A year ago, like the average Joe Township, a year ago tomorrow, yeah, our captain that we called Jack, Captain Jack Burgess, Jack Jab, different names.
I love the Archie interpretation.
Yeah.
I told you, John.
Well, and he's been a
Well, I
regular
think they've got like
scientist that he
got a plan.
Yeah.
whether or not it expresses the underlying
Yeah.
rights of white.
Oh, that's the yeah.
These are more like more on his back. This is out as long as he can get himself. So, Dex is our bapper. Yeah, he baps everybody, makes sure they all smoke the same. Good ruminator.
I can't tell if he was trying to excite me to get up or if he was actually.
No, I don't think so.
He's comfortable. So I had to drop everything. I see the thing again.
Yeah.
I think I stole him out.
I think he's actually I think he's actually sold. There's not much. Morris. We have 5. Yeah.
That's 5.
You can work the queue like nobody. Yeah. He's 1 year ago today. He was a older kitten because he had to have extensive offering. He had that ringworm and a bunch of other things. The lady that I saw was amazing. I mean, she had so much energy. But and as a result, though, he's self-taught social.
When you think the dog
Yeah.
our dog was not.
The talk is Jack's
Okay, that's true. Right? Yep. I think that was April. Oh my God. What was he like? The dark little darling.
That's a little beyond.
Oh.
We were all at the bakery, but that was a bit beyond.
That's the picture. Yep.
Yeah. I wish you'd find her. Her points. You obviously. We have many good friends. Yeah. Not brag yourself.
But isn't that Michigan? Might be. Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, yeah. But Rebecca.
Oh, yeah.
That was the water. Right?
Yep.
That's Yuri.
Yep.
It's a spruce chain reaction,
Forest.
isn't it? Yeah. I was actually watching live when that was.
What did you do?
I snuck up on the camera, stand up slowly in the hole, and I'm watching that.
You're such a bleeping expert.
Yes.
That was at 8:05.
and then into the water. Uh-oh. Okay.
That was scary. That was scary.
That was scary.
I think that was me when I came up.
I was not. So responsibility. She's about to say.
Oh.
Yep, she loves her boyfriend. Oh, she does. She's so. Yeah. Seriously enamored with me. I have shit wrong.
Sarah with that phone.
That was at Shelley's. That was at John and Shelley's.
Oh, it's John. Oh, yes, that was with Sarah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we could put, point the camera at a hole in it and say, here, have some. No, there's no traffic. It's wild.
Oh, yeah, but he is here.
It was occupied by his sister. She didn't want to go back in there. I love Nala kept jumping the gate and going down the hall to the boys, going, hi, guys.
Anybody want me to get
Oh,
Apparently it's also a chicken.
Oh, that's right.
Those seem to be a bit of a chicken.
And it's, like,
Or actually, maybe it was more like a sumo wrestler, belt, really, right? The chicken fish sumo wrestler belt.
Ours just looked at it like, what's the problem?
Oh,
They want to see the chicken fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the video, there's a delay on the video, and then it takes time to do the type. So
yeah.
that looks almost like it's all just a little bit shorter.
It's big.
Yeah.
I hadn't realised this because they're watching that rather than.
Having it watch us. You're not watching us.
No. But they're watching the screen rather than being streamed on
Right.
normal YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's also on YouTube.
Yes, but not
If you walk, it's live. If you walk in front of the camera.
Yes, well, yeah. No, I was thinking, so this is separate from the stream.
Oh, yeah.
It's being projected and the camera's watching.
That.
It's like the most exhausting
Sort of, yeah. It's definitely a sweet treat.
And it's cloudy here. It's different. It's clear in a martini. I'm not sure what all is in there.
I have the rest of
How do you share it? Because I can't.
Yeah,
She was actually glad that we used up her bed. They never have anyone. It's like, that's been here for ages. We ran them out.
Well, yes, the knitting is
I have a whole lovely stack of pictures of it's delivered to Sam just after receiving it.
She's good. Really? No. They think she was about 2, so she's probably about 3. Because I've
Oh, yeah.
got her a year ago tomorrow. So I picked her up at the AJCC or so. She's good. She's settled in. She loves hot. The flavor points I mean. When I've had to go over, we do like a cat care co-op. When you're different, and I'm usually the one that gets the pill pot. And boy, she does not appreciate it when I tell her boyfriend. She will get around the other side of the kitchen counter and go, where? Yes, she still has that. Oh, she has a good thing.
I left it when it somehow.
Very, or, well, sassy.
Sassy has a good steakhouse. Sassy's a handful. She landed in just the right place. Oh, I know. I'm going to take down a picture now.
Yeah. But what's that Taylor?
Oh, that's Luna and,
Yeah, it's a dog. Whoa.
so that's
discussing blue hydrogen of some 3 trillion.
And they all shoot on heavy as well.
Can you see that?
I'm not looking.
Okay.
It has a small jack. There's two
As long as you do. Shoot somebody else. Yeah. I think this was the litter after. Yeah. Because he's, you know, he's used to that role. And then it wasn't.
I live in a very quite modern. The location, the way the house is laid out.
I walked out there, like I have a home. Shirley still no more.
So keeping an eye on that's the way to do it. And then you see it come up. She has plenty of room without having to check it out. I'm not entirely sure. I will have some more. Yeah. Kind of accessible. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. Probably.
I had one, I go to the back wall.
And just leave it, he'll pick it up. Not much.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything for you, not till Tracy. Do I have something for you? I don't have a slideshow for you, do I? For the welcome? Yes, yeah.
Greetings. Hello. I hope everyone has enjoyed their dinner, continuing to enjoy your dinner. I'm Jean Patterson, GP in chat. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. And on behalf of the KCC Organizing Committee, I ask to greet you and welcome you to the 4th annual KCC Hippocampus Con dinner. According to our website, the worldwide internet phenomenon of kitten cams is transformative in the lives of people and cats around the world. Friendships and communities are continually being created on the power of social media. The mission of Kitten Camp Con is to create real-life internet events that further this community and to celebrate, promote, and support kitten camp fosters and their associated animals. We are united in our love for the cats and kittens we watch on the cams, and hopefully many of us have been inspired to not only support the cam fosters and shelters, but to get involved in shelters in our local communities, rescue shelters, team our work in our local communities, or at least help educate about the importance of staying in cats and kittens. I'm honored to be a part of this community as KCC continues to grow and expand and evolve as a network of people who not only are concerned about the welfare of cats and kittens, but about each other. It's been amazing to be a part of watching KCC grow from Seattle to a European contingent and now we're together East Coast KCC. So it'll be exciting to see where the future takes us. We do have a number of items on our program this evening. I'd like to invite James Epps and Perfect House to come up and say a few words. Mr. Ripley. Also known as Mr. Ripley.
That's actually true. There are thousands of people around the world who know Mr. Ripley who may know my real name. They also know Marion as Mrs. Ripley. They may not know their real name. But Ripley has brought us more fame and I wouldn't say we feel comfortable with, but it's certainly very, very surprising. So one of the things that is amazing about Kitten Can Con, about Perfect Pals, and it never ceases to bring me joy whenever I think of it, is the way that it transforms lives. A couple of years ago, I believe it was the first time we had dinner here at Iva's. It seemed like a Cataholics Anonymous. We had some marvelous talks from John and Andrea and Sarah, and I shared a little bit of my story as well, how Ripley and Perfect Pals have changed my life. And we recently, on the board of Perfect Pals, put together a motto that we have, which encapsulates how we see Perfect Pals. It's cats saving people and people saving cats. And the difference it makes in the world, both to humans and to cats, is phenomenal. I see the community that's come together over the last 4 years around the cat camp. It's just incredible. If you go and read Joe Pickford's book, Sing to the Moon, which everybody should order a copy of, proceeds with Perfect Pals. If you do read it, it will have you in tears. It did me. You'll see that I wrote the foreword for that. And I pointed out that 4 years ago, it said to me that Kitten Can Con would be a phenomenon which brings people from all around the world, and has been bringing the same people again and again for those 4 years. Real friendships that have been created, the real community. It really is something very, very special indeed, and everybody who's part of it should be proud. Now, Perfect Pals loves you guys. It might not appear that we're aware of you as much as perhaps we should be, but we are. We're very, very aware, and the way that you're out there spreading the word for Perfect Pals is just fantastic. We really do appreciate that. We went to see the new house earlier this week. Okay, so we had a good number of people that have seen the new house, Abby's house. That's should be opening and going live in a couple of weeks. So we're still wrestling a little bit with Snohomish County, the way you do for new construction. But we're really excited about that, and we're glad that you guys got a chance to see it and look at how we're expanding the mission. One of the things that's very, very special about Perfect Pals is we try to look at the saving cats and helping cats that other organisations might not. And one of the things we're proudest of is, some of those hands up? One of the things we're proudest of is the prison program that we run with Monroe. We have cats that are feral and semi-feral go into Monroe Prison, to the special correctional facility, where the prisoners who are serving life sentences, most of them with special needs, will help socialize cats. They work with cats 24 hours a day. And this is a really good example of how we're changing people's lives as well as changing cats' lives. There's a huge waiting list of prisoners to get on that program because it's just so popular and brings so much joy to these people who, for whatever reason, are in a very, very unfortunate position. And it seems like there's something which makes Perfect Pals very special. We're trying to give everyone second chances where they can. And one of the things that's coming up very shortly, in just about a month, I don't know whether people have heard about this, but we have someone called Jackson Galaxy, who you might have heard of. He's the host of a program My Cat from Hell and a cat behaviorist, and he's coming to speak at a luncheon we're holding in the Main Bow Centre on the 8th of June, Thursday the 8th of June, in Bellevue, and we're really excited about that. We also have another very special guest coming along. I'm not going to be able to disclose who it is right now, but it was a real surprise for us. This person was cat-oriented as Jackson Galaxy and everyone here is. So I feel I'm kind of rambling. I didn't write a speech for this. I'd like to say on behalf of Perfect Pals, thanks to everybody that has made this what it is. This is the fourth year. I'm sure the fifth year is going to be better, bigger, and I'm sure that in another 6 years we'll be holding the 10th anniversary. And who can tell where Perfect Pals will be at that particular time. I hope that we see everyone there. Just one last thing I'd like to point out. When we were here last year, Tracy Franklin was here. Since then, Tracy has joined the board of Perfect Pals, and she's continuing to do great work for the core project. She's continuing as a lead volunteer at Dennis Pet World up in Totem Lake, where she's doing a fantastic job. For me, that's my favourite pair off-site adoption locations. It's just something very special and unique about that place. And we're really excited to have Tracy on the board at Perfect Pals as well. So I think what I'm going to do now is ask Tracy to come up and talk to you. So thanks very much for everyone for coming along. Thanks very much to everyone as well who's on the chat and couldn't make it. We'd love to see you whenever we can. If you ever get to Seattle, you'll find a warm welcome here. This is the whole cat community as far as I'm concerned. So thank you very much to everyone involved with the kit camp.
So, this Wednesday at Newton Reeves, we celebrated the third anniversary, the third gotcha-versary of bringing these hooligans home. It's been an amazing journey from there to here, and it's carrying on being an amazing journey. One of the things that's been great is doing the birthday box as well. And I have been very remiss. I've been a little bit busy, but I apologise to you all that I've not thanked you properly for everybody that contributed to the box as well. So I want to take the opportunity tonight to say thank you and share one or two pictures. So, the birthday box is gone, and I thought it might be good to share a few statistics from it for you. So this year, thanks to your generosity, we received over $12,000 of goods. We hefted around over 250 parcels, and that came from over 160 people. So thank you everybody who sent anything in. The Perfect Pals staff and board and volunteers are all tremendously grateful for everything you send. And it's going to be such a difference. For the moment, it's still in the den because we're waiting for the past house, but so I think I'd like to hear just a few statistics. We got more than 60 cat scratchers, more than 130 beds and blankets, and that is going to be so important to fill out those rooms in Patty's house. Over 1,230 toys. There's going to be a lot of happy kitties and foster kittens and cats with those, and over 500 pounds of food. Wow. Thank you for all of that. Then for Patty's house, we got 10 grand beds, 17 grand towers. You can see the big boxes. Those are the grand towers, sister towers. Crazy. All up, we had over $4,000 worth of goods to Patty's house. So we really helped jumpstart our move in, and we could not be more excited. We're really looking forward to bringing this stuff up and getting it in there, getting it set up. As James said, a lot of the crew here either came up for the reception on Tuesday or came up on tour and got to see Patty's house. And I think different thoughts. Were you excited? Was it fun? Yeah. It's beautiful. And it's really organised with everything that you so generously gave. It's not paid off yet though, so if you want to look at the capital campaign, we would love to have you help us finish that up and get us over the line. Another thing we got was over $300 worth of bottle baby supplies. And I hope you will follow the pals on Facebook and see some of the stories where only at the start of May, kitten season is already on us, and we've already had some amazing unique kittens come in, like Squirrel that we did the appeal for a few weeks ago. So the supplies we sent in have been so helpful. KMR, the little snuggle babies, and it's also wonderful. We couldn't do it without your support. So really, thank you for that. It's a great example of the pals does, and it's a great example of how you guys are enabling us to do that, and it means the world to us. We have launched, I mentioned at the birthday party, a foster sponsor program as well. So if that's one way that you want to be involved, that's something you can look up at the pals website, and that's right there. You can sponsor monthly, or you can sponsor just one time, just help out a little bit. So anyway, with all that said, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I was blown away. I didn't think we would get even as much as last year, and we doubled it. So thank you. Thank you. I promised that somebody would be drawn out of the hat that donated and would get this framed picture of Janine. So I did the random drawing last night, and the winner was Ruth Ludlow. So if Ruth's watching, give me a shout, but I'll post it on Facebook as well, and I can get that to her. So congratulations to Ruth. To everyone that helped. They have fun. Thanks for making my kids fun. Thank you.
Tony.
Well, I think now they wanted to pass out donuts, so if there's somebody that wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Who are you?
What? I'm a foster dad, John. You don't know that by now? Oh, yeah. I was thinking I was gonna get up here and not make anybody cry, but then I heard that somebody down in California said I had to make people cry, so. Over there, I rewrote my entire speech.
Oh, no, on a post-it note.
Before I started the camp, one thing that was a real fear for me was not being remembered.
Yeah, why don't you
Wait. But,
We wait until people are done talking because none of us can hear you.
What?
We can't hear you because people are talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, I was thinking that after I passed, my family would remember me, my coworkers would remember me for a couple of years, but then it was just I fade into history. a couple years after I started the camp, and people started making friends, and it's like after Joan started, Joan had that first thought, like, hey, why don't we all get together and meet face to face? And then I got to see that everybody that would not probably have met anybody else if it wasn't for my camp. And it's like, then suddenly I realized I have a legacy. And we got a couple over there who would not have met that. There's a couple up in Canada that wouldn't have gotten married if they hadn't been on camp. It's like I have a legacy I won't be forgotten. And I also wanted to thank the wonderful ladies who helped make this camp possible. First, again, to thank Joan for having the thought, like, hey, let's get together. We have Jean Patterson, Lynn Dixon, the famous Lizzie, who's keeping me stopped with the blue trillions, and Blakely. Yeah, there's many people that made this possible. I mean, this thing was not easy to set up here. But they're the ones that, the different events, they come together fairly quickly, but they're the ones who spent months, getting all the ducks lined up so that everything did go smoothly. And I want to thank all of you. Yeah. Woo! Well, you see enough of me on cam, so I'm gonna take on the bullshit note.
You just want to donut, John.
Yeah, I do.
Carry on.
Oh, sorry, Sarah, I did not make you cry. Next year.
Sorry, Sarah, you didn't make me cry this year. Last year, we began a new kitten camp tradition, or kitten camp tradition of presenting the CAMI Awards to individuals who have provided an extraordinary service to the camp community. I'd like Lynn Dixon to come up and tell us about this year's CAMI Awards. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to the CAMI Awards. We have a member of our community, a longtime member of our community, and I think everyone knows Tony Robinson, who has been around since the beginning and participating in all of the KCCs that she can, and has adopted one of the CAM fosters, and she will be presenting our keynote address. Woo!
Well, can you hear me?
Can you
Very
hear me?
well, and I don't have important things to say, right? So, I'm nervous. Okay, so you know how, that thing where they say that how if you're public speaking, that you're supposed to think of people like eager, when you, yeah, now you can move. If you have a fear of public speaking, to imagine the people in your audience as either in their underwear or naked, or which one is it? Is it underwear or naked?
Which one do you want? Naked.
Okay. I got a good look. Got a good look of everyone. Okay, so we're not going to talk that long. This is large font and show space because I have to wear my reading glasses. Most people have reading glasses, which aren't that good. I want to welcome all of the people this year to their first KCC. We have many new people attending. I'm not going to name names because I would invariably leave or forget someone. But hello, and welcome and hope you'll come back again. And then I see lots of returning and familiar faces. James Pets, glad to see you decide to dress up again this year for us, but I was waiting for the shorts. So, and then, as always, we have a really nice international contingent that always comes. Australia, Great Britain, France, the Netherlands, and did I leave anything out? Did I miss a country?
Canada.
Oh, Canada? Okay. Who's here from Canada? Excuse me, that's not international. Right? We are, yes, they are. It's not that when you're in Hawaii, you don't go back to the States. You go back to the mainland. Okay. So, and also we'll finally shout out to all of you watching this on YouTube, either right now or you're going to see it later. And thank you very much, John, for making that all possible and happen again for us to all enjoy it. In the fall, it's going to be 5 years since I found John's can with Spice Kittens. God, 5 long years. I've been looking down at my KCC shirt all week, trying to remember like which one it is. So it's 4. This is the 4th, if anybody is wondering or trying to keep track. My affiliation with this community has brought me here 4 times now, plus actually lucky enough to come back a couple of extra trips for Black Cat Ball. Being able to, connect with the outer, greater community in LA with Sarah and going fur ball, and most excitedly to be able to go to the first European Kitten Cam Con in Amsterdam 2 years ago, and unable to, I will never get over it. I didn't go to Plum last year, never going to get over it, but that's not going to happen again because we have EKCC coming up again this summer in Bristol. If you want to know anything about it, just get a hold of somebody some way and we'll hook you up with the Facebook page that is set up for planning that. Now, some of you have heard this before, but I just like to tell a story that sums up the perfect introduction to the cams. I was visiting my sister early on, early on, and I was showing her the cam. The next morning when I got up, she was sitting with her coffee and watching my iPad. And she looked up at me and she said, well, now I know what a chicken fish is. And I know that John was a saint. So now we have chicken whales, Donna. And of course, we know that John's not. Okay, well, he's a saint. The first KCC was word of mouth, and our program that year at dinner was an eloquent and tear-inducing speech given by our dear Bee, who at the time had just finished cancer treatment. Unfortunately, Bee passed away a few short months later, but her daughter Michelle, if you're watching, Michelle is now forever a part of us. The second KCC dinner was kind of focused on broadening the scope of the Kitten Cam's reach by recognizing other fosters and other cams. And that year, Sarah from Sarah's Kitten Color Room kind of spearheaded that extension of our reach and started, got us thinking forward into growth. And I and I'm sure all of us hope that Sarah's going to return another year and join us here at the KCC. In last year's dinner, the focus was more on John's 50th litter celebration that had been going on, and we were able to surprise him with gifts. I have to read it as I wrote it. With surprise gifts for the sainted one, which included a scrap book of viewers' letters telling him what the cam meant to them. And also a digital frame that was put together that had, the rotating, series of photos of all his fosters, both his mom cats and the kittens. So that brings us to this year. Now, I told the organizers I was going to talk about rescue and how the CAMS community affected my life. As many of you know, I adopted Curie from Sarah's Kitten Cuddle Room. She's very traumatized and frightened mama cat who basically lived in my closet for well over a year. Then last year, I adopted 4-year-old Winston who brought some visitors with him into my house. Terrible teeth, ringworm, pinworm, and Giardia. Who knew that a cat would get Giardia after being around in your house for 6 months or more? Well, they can. Giardia apparently can be dormant and flare. And he is as curious, FIV. Anyway, it was just here last year that I hit kind of a crisis point because I got a phone call from the vet at exactly this time last year telling me that this ringworm was just one of those really virulent strains. And the veterinary medicine's changed a little bit. I found out the last 2 years or so on how they treat ringworm, and I think people know about it because of the more crackdown they do with shelters because you have to contain it. And you saw, with Shelley's work, the thing of suiting up and all the whole isolation thing. And I hope no one ever has to go through with that because it lasted several weeks. It almost broke his spirit being, confined to a laundry room. And I was just exhausted. So many of you reached out and helped me. I can't even tell you how astonishing it was from different corners of the community, not just people that I'd known for a while that were, good friends, also new friends as a result of this experience, and just your kindness and generosity. I want to just, say a shout out to you again. Thank you so much for helping me get through that. So there's still a lot of Curie's and Winston's story to come, and I have stories, and maybe I'll just kind of save them for another KCC in the future. But I do have another purpose in speaking tonight. This is where she veers off the path, and organizers are looking nervous. Oh my God. That's because tonight's focus is to recognize them, the organizers. Now, Dawn kind of stepped on my line just a little bit, but we're going to be a little repetitive here. And what I'm talking about are the 3 people as the official organizers that brought these KCCs to fruition. Jean, Lynn, that other one that talks funny. And this was the part where I was going to say a few words about each of you and have John present you with a biscottini, which is Donatella's cat. Now, those donut ears you see Andrew and I wearing around sometimes, the different things, that's Donatella. And she has a cat. And she's adorable and cute, and she wears a donut as a collar. And they were going to be presented to you tonight. However, they decided to stay on the train from the airport, the light rail train, along with all the socks that were supposed to go into the men's goodie bag. Sorry about that. Guys, they were adorable. I'm thinking what I just might, find that picture where, I bought them online. I just might post that picture on the page. Here's your socks. But, and the same thing with the biskinis. But, and by the way, I was going to add that the Donatella ears they made their debut at Amsterdam 2 years ago when the 4 Americans, as we like to call, showed up, and that was kind of our little our little statement, and that also was the year of the infamous heads on a stick. Oh my God, I actually have one right here. Okay.
We have no agreement, Marley.
So, so anyway, that was, kind of, I went two long trips over to the Lost and Found Transit twice, but you know what? They must have unzipped the little tote bag that it was in, and just, that's how adorable these little biscuitinis were. So, somebody just said, oh, well, I have to have that. So, to accompany them, we had cards that were crafted by Anne Crofts. And Anne Crofts crafted card. Now, I want you to say that 3 times really fast. I'm serious, I want you to say that 3 times fast. But before that, to go on, also, unbeknownst to me until finding out last night, Joan's not here. And I wanted to recognize our founder, Joan. It was your spark of an idea that led to all this. That this first KCC was spread by word of mouth, because it was a big unknown. Joan schlepped around Seattle playing tourist, taking public transportation so she could provide the best information for us. She was at the airport all day reading people and giving rides. She obviously did such a phenomenal job that the format of KCC has basically stayed the same. You just don't mess with success. So she's not here. I'm sure she's either watching or she's going to watch. So can we please have a hand thank her for starting this? Yeah. So next, and I'm sorry I don't have the discipline, as I want to talk about Lynn. I probably saw her at the Average Joe Cat Share that first year, but she definitely made an impression on me the last 2 years. She's so friendly, warm, outgoing. I loved how she dove right into our crazy world last year by being one of the organizers, and then just turned right over to jetted over to Cologne, and then jets home, and then she's organizing it all this year. Just really admire what you're doing, and I think are you an organizer for KCC too for the American end? Do I have that right, or no? Eugene? Okay, well I don't want to spread fake news, but I don't know why that came to me today. I think I saw that they're helping. I'm sure you will. I'm sure that you and Jean, who are also attending, you'll be doing more than your fair share of helping with things. Yeah, well, I don't want to, put out alternate facts or anything like that. So at this point is where I wrote, so then please accept this card from John on behalf of all of us for our sincere thanks. Now, next up is Jean from our Heartland in Wichita. And the reason they call it the Heartland is because the people from there display such generosity, kindness, good humor, in other words, heart. I feel especially fond with Jean because we have similar working environments. I imagine she's like me, tethered to a computer all day, with all our tabs open to, whichever cams that, of the moment, Facebook open, and then we're multitasking like crazy. So, so thank you, Jean, and accept this card on behalf from John on behalf of all of us. Okay. And last but not least, who I'm talking about, the Critter Room's most loyal supporter, Lizzie. a woman who literally travels a half a world away while plotting to somehow get Trillian into her carry-on. And in case you don't know, Liz teaches first grade, and she uses the can in her classroom as rewards. So Liz is bright, funny, loyal, even if she does talk kind of. So thank you, Lizzie. And also a shout out, obviously, to Anne. That all the beautiful all the things that were extra in at meet and greet, all the crafting, just the tiny details. Obviously, a labor of love for you, and certainly want to give you appreciation for that too. And everybody who else who is behind the scenes and puts in time and volunteers and helps get all these things together. And they're not asking for recognition. And some have told me they don't want it, and so I don't do it. And I just, thank you all a lot. And finally, Nancy Freeman couldn't be here tonight, and because she's arriving late, and I'm not sure what time she was picking her up and what time they were going to be arriving. But so if you've been following the Facebook pages, you know that they're going to have a booth tomorrow to promote the sale of Jill Pickford's book, Singing to the Moon. Everyone got copies of the postcard with the ordering information in their gift bags. And Nancy asked me to read the excerpt in closing to capture the style and heart of Jill's writing. And the excerpt that is on the promotional materials is Peter's story. Instead of joining in with the play, he sat on the cool grass and watched as clouds turned from white to pink, and all the while dreaming of deserts and auroras and thunderstorms. As the sky turned to deep indigo, there was a noticeable shift in the atmosphere. The hubbub ceased. Sleeping cats awoke. Chatting cats became quiet, and there was a ripple of movement as they all formed themselves into a semicircle. The air was alive with anticipation, and Peter was almost beside himself with excitement, shifting from foot to foot, eager to know what was going to happen next. She sat down next to him. "Okay, Peter," she whispered, "back straight, whiskers forward. Here they come." Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, now it's time for candies.
So Tony talked a little bit about the time and effort that goes into planning an event like this, and I'm sure, as you can all imagine, it is immense. And she mentioned Lizzie, Jean, Ann, and I, but that's not all. That's not the only people that work over the months to make this happen. All of these people work in the background and do things that you don't see and maybe don't even know about doing every day. So the first person that we would like to recognize is one of those people, and that is Sharon Hurley. Sharon has,
what's your pin?
what's that?
I can't get into this computer. 0402.
Sorry. So Sharon has every year taken our amazing logo and changed it around so that we had lots and lots of options, put new kitties, added the year, and made the logo new for each year for us. But also every year she comes and she helps out and makes sure that we have enough people to help during setup and takedown, at meet and greet, and all of our other events. So we wanted to take this opportunity to thank Sharon for all of her efforts. So thank you so much again, Sharon, for all your hard work on the logos. But that's only part of the whole package of our logos, right? We also have to get the shirts. We have to get the merchandise. And that is done by an amazing woman that Tony also talked about, and that's Joan. And she's the next recipient of our Cammy this year for lots and lots of reasons. Just one of them being her work to make sure that we show up here in our t-shirts and we have the luggage tags on our luggage and everybody is prepared. And so we can all be a cohesive group when we go out to a Mariners game, we're all wearing the shirts and everybody knows who we are. But also, and more importantly, as Tony mentioned, she started this whole crazy thing, right? She got a bunch of people together and said, let's get together in person in Seattle. Why not? Let's do it. So we want to thank Joan for her efforts in starting this whole thing and continuing every year to be a part of it and make sure that we are all a cohesive group. So thank you, Joan. So she will be at AJCS tomorrow. So make sure that when you see her, you go up to her and give her a hug. So again, lots and lots of people in the background makes this whole thing happen. So let me ask you a question. Kitten cams, right? Aside from the kittens, what's the next most important thing? Cams, right? So every year we have this event and we have other events as well, and we are lucky enough to be here, but as you can see, there's lots and lots of people who can't be here. And those people rely on us to have video here so that they can watch and see what we're doing. And so the third Cammy is going to be awarded to Denise Moore for all of her amazing efforts. All of our events to cam going. And let me tell you, it's not easy. Denise misses out on stuff because she's focusing on getting that camera set up. She's focusing on walking around so that the people at home can see what's going on and participate in the fun as well. Unfortunately, Denise can't be here tonight either, but we really wanted to thank her immensely for all of the efforts and work that she puts in to these events so that we can all enjoy it. So thank you very much, Denise. So finally, we know that one of the ways to grow our community is through sort of marketing and social media and word of mouth. And over this past year, we've had an amazing person kind of join our team, for lack of a better term, and we wanted to recognize her tonight, and that is Jennifer Borrow of the Cat Ball. She has been amazing. Look at this picture. Is she not adorable? In her Girl Scout uniform. But she's just done an amazing job of, she has agreed to put our business cards in with every one of her cat balls that she sends out. So people that may not even know about us, but know about her product, they get our card and they can now look into the cameras and see what's going on. She also talks about us on her Facebook page, her Instagram page, her Twitter page, all of her social media. But even more importantly than that, she's very social media savvy, and she has given us so many amazing pointers and tips and things that we can do to continue to grow our community, because that's what we want to do. So we want to thank Jennifer for becoming a part of our community and helping us out so much this past year and going forward. Unfortunately, she can't be here tonight. It's her husband's birthday, so she gets a pass. But she also will be at AJCS tomorrow, so be sure to go up and give her a hug and thank her so much for all of her efforts this past year and in the future. So, thank you. I think it's Anne.
So we want to make sure that we honor and recognize all of the work that all of the kitten cams have put forward in producing this wonderful community. not just focused on one kitten cam. It's on all the kitten cams that have provided support and care for the kittens in their community, and they're supporting their local rescue organization. So what we have here is the 4th annual Golden Cooper Scooper Award. Okay. And it says, for excellence in the fostering of kitties and for the scooping of much poop. So in no particular order, these are the recipients for this year. We have Christine Adam from Christine's Kitten Room. So for you, we have Janice Adler for Adler's Fosters. She's not at dinner, that's right, I'm sorry. So we'll give hers later tomorrow. John Bartlett for the Critter Room. And we know he likes the color blue. So he'll get the blue one.
Certificate.
Katie Caputo, Crafty Pants. Sarah Appel for the Appel Fosters. I guess you will have to mail her hers. So next up is Colleen Bristow Campbell, who will also have to be mailed hers, but we're trying to include all of those who do the work of the kitten of fostering and help us by putting them online so we can see. We have Megan Dameron, who again, so most of these people are not here, but we want to recognize them because they do contribute to our community. Dawn Foyles from the Cool Kitty Room. Christopher Jansen for Kitten Academy. Sarah Lillard from the Kitten Cuddle Room. Sarah gets the pink one. Jenny Mack, Kit Kat Playroom. Andrea Rack, foster mom, and Emily.
Germany. John, or any of you came to Bristol.
Okay, okay. Shelley Roach, Tiny Kitten. And Kim Stedman from Kim's Foster Kittens. So thank you all, and we encourage everybody who fosters to allow us to be part of your joy, and we really enjoy having them on camera for us to watch. Thank you.
John, we had a request to see a close-up of the.
Yes, the award.
I definitely want to thank everybody else who does the kitten cams because mine's work and your guys enjoy.
This one's Sarah's. She's got a scooper on hers. I have a broken scooper.
Awesome.
My kids are enjoying. Don't listen to me. You know, they're not working.
believe it or not, there are technical problems. We did have a lovely photo to show you because tonight we want to remember a lovely friend of ours, Douglas Forehand, Doug, or Uncle Kitty, who passed away last year. I met him the first time I came, which was 2 years ago, and he was a wonderful, wonderful gentleman, beautiful, beautiful person. And just after that first KCC, or the second KCC, my first one and his first one, he got ill and he battled cancer for a long time, but cancer won in the end. So if you remember him, that's lovely. There he is. And when I was looking for a photo, that was the best one, and Tony was there. And after what she said tonight, I think that's just really fitting. And he, till the very last breath that he took almost, he was still part of our community. He was, was wondering about the kiddies and things like that. So he was a deep help. Thank you, Doug. And just want to say that when I was doing the new name badges and place cards for this year, I was recycling last year's file and just changing names, and Doug's picture was still on it from 2 years ago, and I just couldn't take it off, so we printed it off, so he's here.
Is that about right, John? About there?
As we're wrapping up our 4th annual KCC dinner, I just have a few folks that I would like to thank and acknowledge. I know John and Tony had already mentioned about the KCC organizing committee, comprised of myself and Lynn and Lizzie and Anne Blakely joined the team this year. Of course, the person who doesn't always get recognition because she likes to stay behind the scenes is Miss Happy Strap. And thanks to acknowledge all the hard work that she puts in, keeping KCC going. If it wasn't for Kathy, we might not have. She keeps the momentum going and keeps us going behind the scenes to make sure that this event comes off. It's a nice event. I'd also like to make sure that we do thank Faith Nelson, aka Brooke Ivy. Hey Shala, she's now Brooke Ivy. She chats on YouTube as Brooke Ivy, who we know does all of the recording of John's visits and also special moments, not just on John's cam, but on all the other cams. And YouTube is presenting some unique challenges with its 4-hour DVR, so so that makes it a lot more challenging to be able to capture those special moments. I'd also like to thank Cricket Pals for hosting the reception at Patty's House for us this year, and that was a very special opportunity for us to get a chance to see the Patty's House almost ready to go with the place for cats and kittens, and a lot of the ham viewers provide a lot of financial support for Cricket Pals, and we appreciate your partnership with the Kitten Cam Con. I'd also like to thank the Meow Rescue that Christine fosters for doing the tour, hosting the tour, and hosting the Q&A with the Cam Fosters. I think that went really well, and hopefully we'll have some good information out there that our Cam Fosters shared for folks. We look forward to working more closely with the Meow Rescue in the future. I'd also just like to thank all of the Seattle local folks who've been very gracious hosts to all the visitors, including myself from out of town. Seattle's not the easiest place to get around, and we are located in a fairly nice place as far as getting in and out, but the traffic here is pretty terrible, and we're willing to provide transportation to and from events. Not everything happens in Seattle proper, and Pals is kind of out in the movies, and We're going to Kirkland and Edmonds and all different places, and so we appreciate everyone who helped provide transportation to all of the events and made everything a success. I don't think anybody got left behind for anything or got stranded or, so we know that transportation is an issue we're always working on, but I think it went really well this year. Is there anybody else that I need to thank?
Thank you all.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, our viewers. You're hanging in there with us and participating virtually. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And I guess my final words are enjoy the kittens and have a nice
She's a Canadian necklace. Sorry, bracelet. White or red? White background.
Ta-da!
I'm surprised, but she does amazing work. So.
Say hi, Internet.
We're living in America. Tammy will contact you.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, where did you come from?
Oh, I'm from Southern California. I'm
Okay,
in
never mind.
Denise and I'm in Denise and Sarah's territory.
Oh, okay.
They say you should do a close-up of the chat.
The chat room?
They don't realize we have the chat screen.
Hold on, I gotta fix the chat first.
Know that we have
Yep. Hold on, guys. I always have to connect. Sorry for getting seasick. Our chat here had technical difficulties. Let me grab my little mobile hotspot here.
those probably take the use of black and
Okay, let's continue back where we left off. Okay, they wanted me to show you guys the chat here, so we guys can see what you guys are seeing. Well, that's where it's supposed to be right there, but we're having troubles. There we go. Now that I got the hotspot that I'm using is in my pocket, so COD hopefully will be better.
Oh, by the way, John, Angelique's coming too. And Phil and I are going too.
And you, where are you from?
France.
France. Wow. That's awesome. Glad you could make it. Yeah, the hotspot I'm using is in my pocket because that's the best connectivity here. There's another one of our lovely tables.
With my reading glasses on. Thank you so much, John.
You're welcome.
Julie Saber from Texas, and you're online. Hi.
And that's one of the couple right there. That's one half of the couple that I mentioned earlier that everybody had that they had to kiss. Here's another one of our lovely tables. And this is Crafty Pants.
Well, you know, Kathy doesn't want that anyway. And I was like, I know you, so I was okay with
What?
that. But I just want to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm excited.
So, yeah, just saying hi, showing everybody the room before we stop. Did that run for you?
I love that he's walking around. He's literally walking around looking like that with his pad untucked under his arm and the tripod, just like walking around. He's walking around just like this. There. That takes some getting used to. Look at this fabulous group of women standing behind John. Just like every other day with him.
There's one of them right there.
Oh, you're too nice. Love you guys.
Here's our organizer table. And the lovely Kate. She's due about the same time my fosters are going to be adopted, so could be a coincidence, could be not. We'll see. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to let me put this cam down here. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the kittens. Have a lovely day. Whoops.